I think the quarterback is being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking deep. And the incomplete pass lets his defense get the ball back for its own in great field position.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Makes the grab. It's Matthews. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. 2nd and 1, and they're going to make him line up to defend the pass. 4 wideouts, 2 on either side. He's looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Sampson. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Looking to move it through the air. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Tennessee!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
To try. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick. He uncorks one deep. Snags it on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Bishop. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Jukes his way for more. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
The Vols pick up the first down. Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
Well, when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
Fires to the right. Oh, picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
On the right side, nothing but green ahead. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. The receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Coming out with it, it's Selden. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Looking to go up top on first down. A strike downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking to throw. It's Iamaleava. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the safety did a great job staying back in that cover 2 look. He's got basically that half of the field. He's reading the quarterback's eyes, and he knows where he's going with it. He's able to make a jump on the ball and end up picking it off.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse this up, fires and picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Tackle is made after the first down. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover,
Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You've got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
and I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football, sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Throwing right. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bishop. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Lets it fly. And he throws another interception. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. You can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Fielded in the end zone, it's Selden. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the right. And he's thrown another interception. Takes it the other way. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, South Carolina. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're in defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Getting set for the... Oh, they want the 2, and the holder tries to throw for it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming.